to use this machine?
Oh, every day,
Yeah,
multiple
it's
times,
really?
multiple patients, every single day. It's a new.
It's that high requirement?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
The cardiac ward as well.
Yeah, and there's so many different. We might use it for children that are acutely poorly with like bronchiolitis or a cold. We can use it more long term, so people that are kind of awaiting maybe airway assessments, or if they're waiting further cardiac surgery and they need this machine will help them save calories, so that they can then put all of those calories into growth, and then they can have their surgeries a little bit quicker because they put on that weight a little bit quicker. So it's multiple uses.
And the survival rate for using this machine?
It would depend on the condition. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to say, because if you're using it for so many different reasons, you couldn't say. Yeah, but it is it's such a nifty piece of kit. We love it. Yeah.
Excellent.
And before we had Vapotherm, we used to use other equipment. We were talking about it this morning. Yeah, so we used to put babies almost in a see-through box.
Yeah.
And pump
Like a
in.
little cubicle.
On the heads.
Yeah, okay.
Just put it on their heads with a tube in for the oxygen and
great.
water.
Yeah, but they didn't like that. They'd get wet because the sheets got wet. They wouldn't be able to interact with their loved ones. It's scary for them.
It is.
And it wasn't as beneficial either, because this machine with the flow, it actually it cleans the airways. That flow pushes out the CO2, and it pumps in nice fresh air. Whereas that head box didn't do that. The baby had to do all of that breathing still by themselves. So for so many reasons, it's better.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And they're not as noisy. The new ones aren't as noisy, are they?
Yeah,
so
definitely.
At least the parents can help them get a bit of sleep while the baby's
Yeah,
in this.
absolutely.
So yeah, it's made a huge difference.
And these are the new models, isn't it?
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, so the difference between the new one and the old one is with the old ones we used to have the big white noisy compressor, so that used to give the machine its air supply, and it needs both oxygen and air. But this one is clever enough to be able to pull from the atmosphere and generates its own air supply. And this one has a battery to it as well, which the old machines didn't. So they were a lot less portable. We had to get like the old style Vapotherm transport Vapotherm unit was you use it, don't you? And you do hefty old thing, whereas these are so much better and easier to use.
Have you used the new ones?
So I had training on the new ones, but we've not yet started using the new ones downstairs, but it is in process. But I know that they have them on board and really enjoying them. So
Are they very different to the old ones in the operation of it?
Yeah, so the usability for us in ED is going to be much better with the new ones,
Easier
purely because so the way we do it at present is we have the child on a sort of more permanent, so old one, so it's plugged into the wall. It doesn't have a battery, it doesn't have cylinders to transport. So the way we would transfer that child to the ward is have to move them into a new circuit almost, so into the transport circuit.
That in its own is a hard thing.
Which it can be tricky.
Yeah.
Sometimes it causes a slight dip in the child's stability as well, because there's a pause in that sort of continuous flow that they're getting. So for the continuity for the children, and it's so much easier to move, it's less clunky. It would be
save some
fantastic.
resources as well if we're not having to change from one circuit to another. We could just go straight through on the same circuit. Or save us some pennies overall as well. So
But mechanical wise, has it been difficult for you to train onto the new one, or has it been quite easy?
The screen on that, the display on this new circuit is really straightforward.
Okay.
It's really easy to use. So I'd say even without the training, I'd hedge my bets I'd probably be able to do it. Yeah, the training's been really good.
Excellent.
And it's sort of a lot more simple to use.
It's so much better, doesn't it?
yeah, definitely.
Anybody else has any questions? Sorry, I've been going on so many. He just kept on popping up, so I just did a bit now.
You carry on.
And with the 4 that we received,
Yes.
so they came in, last year we hit winter surge quite early into October, and then the demand for the machines becomes higher, we couldn't meet demand at that point.
Okay.
But this year it was around November time, so winter surge came a bit later.
Mhm.
But these machines arrived just the week before we went into winter surge.
Okay.
So it meant that we didn't have any issues, did we? That first
Yeah,
week
we
with
didn't
putting
have-
everybody onto
Yeah.
Vapotherm machines.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was
Ali,
great.
this is from Fashion UK, this machine.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll have to put a little thing on from Fashion UK donated
I
by
think they
Fashion
don't, they
UK.
don't let to put the names on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
But now you can, now you can tell Gudev that you've seen the machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Why you don't allow us to put the name for the person who is donated?
I can answer.
Right.
I'm that person, I know that.
Just a small strip at the bottom.
It's a couple of things really. It's infection prevention as well, you know, by putting things on. It's also when machines are used in different areas or moved along, how long do we keep them on when they get replaced, have we got a system at the moment that scales our donations according to name. So for example, that garden that you see there was donated by an individual, so it's possible to name the space. We name rooms, we name theatres. When it comes to individual pieces of equipment, it's very, very difficult, but also from a infection prevention perspective, you know, any little thing that you stick on that could be, and just making sure there's consistency. So at the moment we don't do it, that's not to say that we won't do it, but at the moment that's for things of this nature, which are portable, heavy use, moved around. It's also where it's appropriate, because often obviously from your perspective, you donate to something like, you know, it's a proactive, it's a positive thing, all of our donors do
Yeah,
that.
but you got a strip there. Look with the.
Yeah, you can have a script, but it's not always appropriate to put
It's
the logos
consistent.
and a name on it. But also in terms of when people donate in memory, so for example, we have people donating machines in memory. From the perspective of the patient who's receiving that treatment at the time, is that the most appropriate thing? And in a state that is as big as ours, with 19,000 staff and multiple wards, it's really hard to keep a consistent level on it. So it's not because we don't acknowledge the donation, and hopefully things like this help to connect you. There are other areas that we can put things up and recognise, you know, online.
Yeah, we are in the
and
building,
so-
Dushan.
And in various ways. So we do, you know, if you have any other thoughts on how
Ek
you
minute.
or
Ek minute.
if not, we can work with you on that.
Answer, Dushan, answer
Just
it.
encourages others to sort of think that, you know, reproduction.
Yeah, and that's our challenge. How do we do that on the wards? How do we do it through our staff who, you know, you want to give because you receive excellent care, and so any opportunity that you can engage and have the opportunity to come in. I mean, this is incredible to have you three here with the machine wheeled over, you know, things like that. We're more than happy to do and to connect you, but it just becomes quite unmanageable, as you can imagine. I
just
had one that
for
wanted to
practice,
name
so
a
this-
microwave last week, which just isn't
Microwave.
possible.
So this is going on the children's ward, and that's
Yeah.
what it is there for, and just I've read some of it from white, and yeah, but it's just meant for breathing, for helping breathing.
yeah,
difficulties, and that could be for anyone with any condition that affects.
Yeah, it allows their, so for cardiac babies, for example, it allows them to preserve energy in a way.
So just what's a
coming up to
cardiac
surgery.
baby?
So a baby that's got a cardiac condition, you know, if they're going for surgery and it's building them up, it's allowing them to grow and develop without exerting too much energy. And this machine helps them to kind of do that.
And with equipment, technology moves so fast.
Yeah.
And whilst there are machines, you know, things that we are using, so this, we're not, you know, as a charity, we're not getting into the space of replacing or taking anything off the actual trust's responsibility. But they are portable, they're really agile, and so where we can, so we have quite a big commitment to equipment fundraising at the moment. And we've done these Vapotherms, we've currently done a range of scanners, you know, 40 scanners, things that are mobile, agile, able to kind of happen there and then. Yes, ideally the trust would like to make